and then blame the people for it now. This will become a national movement, sir. We will expose it nationally and internationally if required. Santosh, and tirelessly and passionately, we will expose. It'll be a year-long movement if required. Santosh Singh is a doctor calling from Ludhiana. Our first caller is Salman Soz. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just coming to you now. Yes, before that, Santosh Singh from Ludhiana is saying something. Go ahead, Santosh ji.
Hello, Arnab Goswami ji.
जी बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ सर, ऐसे जब हम देखते हैं टोनी ब्लेयर को अपना सूटकेस उठाए हुए रेलवे स्टेशन पर खड़े हैं, जब हम केजरीवाल को देखते हैं हाथ मिलाते हैं लोगों को मॉर्निंग वॉक के लिए, तो पासवान का लड़का टेलीविजन पर बोलता है कि मेरे फादर को 40 साल हो गए पब्लिक सेवा करते हुए, इसको स्पेशल प्रिविलेज तो मिलना चाहिए. जो ये दीज पॉलिटिशियन हैव डन ओनली रॉन्ग, so that or amassed crores of rupees. They are afraid of the people. To avoid this, they have VIP culture and gypsies and all these things. और दूसरी बात आपने एरोगेंस की जो बीजेपी है, कभी लव जिहाद, कभी नथुराम गोडसा, कभी हरामजादे, कभी क्रिश्चियन 2 लाख, मुसलमानों को 5 लाख, मोटर मदर तेरेसा को कुछ बोलते हैं. इनको ये पूछिए, अभी कहते हैं हिंदू राज अब आया है, इनको पूछिए कि अगर गुरु तेग बहादुर नहीं होते तो ये यहाँ पर कोई भी हिंदू यहाँ पर जिंदा नहीं रहना था. बैंस साहब बैठे हैं, इनको पूछो. लोग जो हैं इनके पास सिफारिशें लेके आते हैं कि हमें वीआईपी 2 गनमैन दो, हमें गनमैन दे के ताकि हमें लोग वीआईपी समझें. इनको रिक्वेस्ट करो कि जो इन सब वीआईपी जो गनमैन मांगते हैं, जिप्सियां मांगते हैं, इनकी सारी विड्रा करें और सिर्फ एक.
बिल्कुल डॉक्टर संतोष, डॉक्टर
जिनके पास जो बादल साहब हैं, जिनके पास कोई सिक्योरिटी पर्पज के लिए चाहिए, उनको सिर्फ मिलनी चाहिए. सबको खत्म करनी चाहिए. लाल बत्ती कल्चर हाई कोर्ट थक गया पूछते कहते, पर ये लोग कभी नहीं माने. तो आप बैंस साहब से रिक्वेस्ट कीजिए कि इनको सारा विड्रा करें और जो पॉलिटिशियन को सिक्योरिटी पर्पस है उसके लिए 2-4 पॉलिटिशियन पंजाब में हो, बाकी सबका सारा विड्रा किया जाए.
बिल्कुल
बनाने की
बिल्कुल डॉक्टर संतोष,
ये भी बताने के लिए सारा कोई ये कर.
डॉक्टर संतोष, हम
बैंस साहब बैठे हैं, ये
वो सुन चुके हैं आपकी बात.
हाँ जी,
वो बिल्कुल सुन चुके हैं आपकी बात. आपकी आवाज उन तक पहुंच चुकी है. शायद वो अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बदलेंगे डॉक्टर संतोष, पता नहीं, मगर लोग बदलते हैं जब दबाव पड़ता है लोगों के तौर. लोग जब दबाव लगाते हैं तब अच्छा होता है. तब नेता को अच्छा लगे नहीं लगे, सरकार को अच्छा लगे नहीं लगे, और नेता के चमचे को अच्छा लगे कि नहीं लगे, मगर चेंज तो आ जाती है. ये हमारा एक्सपीरियंस है. बट द होल प्रॉब्लम इज स्टार्टेड विद द कांग्रेस पार्टी, इजंट इट? यू नो, सलमान सोज, Rahul Gandhi for example, you know, I don't, and Robert Vadra.
The names are on the toll booth.
Of course they are. The names are on the toll booths everywhere. A shame in this country that a person like Robert Vadra, of the dubious background of Robert Vadra, is given that kind of significance. And for Rahul Gandhi, you know, politics is like a game anywhere. So he'll hold up traffic somewhere, he'll irritate some people somewhere, he'll stop a few ambulances from going somewhere. You will give a little, tell Lalu it's okay with Rabri Devi, go straight up to the plane. You make a mockery of the whole system. That's why maybe you are quiet today, Salman Soz, because honestly you don't have the moral position to question the BJP, isn't it?
No, I'm basically, you see, whatever has happened, you know, for example, you started this whole program with a list. If, you know, in my opinion, there should be no such list, and if there are people
you made the list,
and if our party did that, that is also wrong. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Arnab, if you hear me.
But it's your list.
To the extent that these lists agree, I completely agree with you. If people, yes, that's what I'm saying. I accept it. It's a mistake. And by the way, for the BJP to continue it is also a mistake. Both are mistakes. Both are terrible things to do. In my opinion, both are terrible things to do. I see so many people who are either destitute or very elderly who are waiting in line. In fact, there should be a special line.
No, I want a suppose one second.
Opinion.
Suppose I say to you tonight that I want a police case against Narayan Rane, because when 3 people got booked for negligence when Narayan Rane in September 2012 got stuck in an elevator with 5 of his aides. He's a Congress leader, isn't he? Now I feel that's arrogance. Okay, when a common man gets stuck in a lift, then 3 people are not booked for negligence. Will you take action against Narayan Rane tomorrow? Because since you realized what you call is your mistake.
We should. No, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? You should be sorry, but what are you sorry about?
I don't know what it is. Because I don't know what.
How can you say I don't know when I talk about the Congress party? You don't know. No, 1 second. Will you? There is a gentleman called Malikarjun Kharge. No, 1 second. Your leader of the opposition. Your leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, sir.
What's going on?
Sir, your leader in the opposition in your Lok Sabha, Mr. Malikarjun Kharge, who walks around and struts around like a VVIP wherever he travels in public areas. And I've personally seen him in those situations. Anyway, that's his choice, how he wants to travel. My question to you is, in November 2013,
walking around is perhaps not a crime.
Yeah, so I'm not telling you walking around is a crime, but I'm telling you something which is a crime. Please listen to me. Listen to me. Sir, listen to me. I'm telling you something that you need to listen to, because this is a culture extended by the BJP, invented by the Congress.
You ever listen to me?
Extended by the BJP, invented by the Congress. Because
walking
Congress...
around is a crime if you go to Lodi Garden with 10 security guards.
Who goes to Lodi Garden with 10?
It's a crime.
Yes, now the question is Salman Soz. 2 senior railway officers...
Many of these politicians, many of these ministers, it looks ridiculous going for a walk with 10 police officers running after them.
I agree with you.
If you agree with me, then destroy the culture.
To the other people that you are lesser human beings.
Yeah, of course.
This conveys to the other people that they are lesser human beings.
Tell them not to do it. It's insult to them,
yeah.
to the people walking in the Lodi Garden, all the old people.
It doesn't matter you agree.
Give them any opportunity to do things.
Salman Soz, I just want
to...
what you need to understand, and I'll ask Ajay Alok this.
I don't let anyone break the queue.
What are they going to do to change the situation?
Well, let me.
That's what we want to ask all of them.
No. Let me tell you. Unless the pressure is built up in a very strong way, they will do nothing.
We'll support the government.
No, they will do nothing. They'll say we'll support the government. Government will say let's build a political consensus. After all, this is the same government, the same BJP that welcomed a person, a thug called Vithalbhai Radadia. Last known in the news, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, for thrashing people at a poll booth, at a toll booth and putting a gun on their heads. After that, Vithalbhai Radadia was welcomed by the BJP when he hadn't even apologized for his bad behavior. So this is what the BJP has encouraged. You just need to know about it. But I want to ask Ajay Alok, who represents the JDU tonight. You know, this is a culture. How are things any different? Where do you think we can start? Because in Bihar, the situation is no different. In fact, I am told that Nitish Kumar also applied to get his car right up to the plane. Why was Nitish Kumar applying to get his car right up to the plane, which was eventually rejected? Why did he make this application?
Yes, let me explain you, Mr. Crusader.
No, sir, no need to be sarcastic, please.
Definitely, Arnab, today you are just like a crusader, so thank you.
Yeah.
Nitish Kumar didn't apply for it, rather it was Mr. Manji who has extended this.
I can't hear you. There's a problem with your audio. 1 second. I think your mic is getting rustled. I think we'll have to correct the mic there. No, I think we'll have to correct the mic there. I can't hear you, sir. I can't hear you very clearly. So, Ajay, I'll have to come back to you.
My point here is...
Okay, we can get you now.
Arnab, I want to make a point.
No, let him come in. We got him now. There's a problem with his mic.
I want to make a point.
Just fix your mic.
No, I want to say one.
I can't hear you, sir. I'm really sorry. I'll have to get someone else on the screen, please. And Ajay Alok, I'll have to come back to you in just a minute. Shahid Siddiqui wanted to come back to the debate. Shahid
Can I
Siddiqui.
say something, Arnab?
Shahid Siddiqui.
Arnab, can I say something?
Shahid Siddiqui, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we fix his audio,
Arnab,
please?
I want to make one point that apart from the VIP culture, one thing extremely bad and dangerous is the security the gunman provided to lots and lots of these small-time politicians. Many of them are criminals, rapists, murderers who are given these gunmen, and these gunmen are the symbol of their being VIPs, and they trot around exploiting, taking people for a ride, and that is extremely dangerous. And there has to be a movement against this gunman culture, and especially Times now has to come out and ask for the list of all these people and question them. In the name of security, in the name of national interest, they get these gunmen which they do not deserve. I believe 90% of these people do not deserve these so-called gunmen and this so-called security, and it should be
accused get Z plus security.
Totally done away with.
I think for the Prime Minister and the President of the country, it's fine. But other than that, for everybody else, the same rules should apply. Everybody is an equal human being.
And I think... Can I make one quick point?
No, yeah, Salman, I want to go back to Ajay Alok. I think we fixed his audio out there. I'm extending the debate. I'm going to take a couple of callers. Our next caller is from Bilaspur in Chhattisgarh. Yes, Ajay, you were saying something, please. Go ahead.
Now, I was referring to your comments about Nitish Kumar.
Yeah.
Let me very clearly state you the fact that Nitish Kumar very politely returned the courtesy extended by Mr. Jitan Ram Manjhi when he resigned as Chief Minister.
What
Not
courtesy?
only the permission
What
for taking the car
What
to
is
the
the
tarmac
courtesy?
was turned down, but also the various secretary levels, 48
No,
posted
1
as
second.
a
I'm asked, what is the
ex-chief
courtesy?
minister.
What
That
is
was
the
very
courtesy?
politely turned down by Mr. Nitish Kumar.
What is the courtesy?
Of course, that's what Mr. Manjhi did, but Nitish Kumar politely returned.
What courtesy?
Now, one thing, Arnab, I would like to know. I mean, it's a courtesy extended. He thought that as being a ex-CM, it was, and he was made, Mr. Manjhi was made CM by Mr.
How
Nitish
ridiculous?
Kumar.
How is
He
it a
thought these
courtesy to
things
take your
continue,
plane up to the,
but Nitish
car
Kumar
up to the plane?
Didn't consider it for himself.
It makes no sense. Why? How is it a courtesy?
No, he returned it. He never requested.
How do these
The
things
very
become
next day,
courtesies?
it was all there in the newspaper.
How do these things become courtesies? I don't get it.
See, again, it's a matter of perception.
Perception.
Whether you want to take it or you don't want to take it.
I'm sorry.
Officially, if he was Chief Minister, he was entitled to take
to
the
what?
car to the tarmac. But
No,
if he
not
was
at
a
all.
Chief Minister,
No,
he
not
was
at all.
Chief Minister,
No,
he
not at
himself
all.
denied it.
Not at all.
That's what
All
you
chief
need to do
ministers
with
are not
today's
entitled.
perspective.
No, it's not. It's just something you extend to yourself. This actually explains the problem. You begin to think.
What is this entitlement all about?
Exactly.
What is this entitlement all about? Who entitles
Let
them
me
to
tell you.
have all these?
Exactly
They
right.
Let me tell you.
themselves pass these laws.
Let me
They
tell you.
themselves make
It's a
these
mindset.
rules.
Let me tell you.
They themselves
Let me
pass
tell you,
these rules
whatever
in
right now you said, it's your
assemblies
freedom
and
of
parliament
expression, right of
for
freedom
their
of
own
expression.
benefit.
Now,
So
who is this
who's giving
VIP?
them this entitlement?
They are not
People have
VIP
not
by
given you
birth.
this entitlement.
They do not become
People have given
VIP
you
by birth.
entitlement only to
They
serve
become
people.
VIP by the
They have
virtue
not
of their
given you
positions, whether they are
entitlement
bureaucrats
to
or they are
be
politicians.
special citizens
So
of
don't
this
aim
country.
all your guns on the
They have
political
not-
class. It's like instigating
No, they should
people
never
against
be a
political
VIP.
class, which is
Shame
not
on
good.
you, Ajay Alok.
It's not only that political
Shame on you,
class.
Ajay Alok. Shame on you, Ajay.
Supreme Court judge.
I'm saying, no, one
Put a
second.
code in front of you.
Ajay,
Election does not mean
Ajay,
you become
I'm
a VIP.
really sorry. I think you should
It's an
quit
insult to the
politics.
people of
Can I
this
No, I
country.
think Ajay Alok, I think you should quit politics now because you have insulted everyone in this country by saying. No, Mr. Ajay Alok. Mr. Ajay Alok, I think you should quit
Ajay
politics.
Alok, Arnab.
You should quit politics, Mr. Ajay Alok. You should quit politics immediately
Yes.
because you said they don't
Why I
become
should quit
VIPs by
politics
worth, they
because you
become
are right to me.
VIPs. They
It's
become
my right to be
VIPs
in the
how?
politics,
No, I
not
want you to
yours.
repeat your comment. Why do you say they are not VIPs by birth? How do they become
By the virtue of the
VIPs?
position they hold.
They become VIPs by virtue of the position they hold. How does the position they hold?
What kind of a life of a
VIP
DM
by
and
birth,
SMB?
by election.
How do I
or by
live?
selection.
How do you become a
Every-
VIP? By the
Shame,
Mr.
position you
Arnab
hold.
Goswami, you are also a VIP.
No, I'm not a VIP.
You are also a
No,
VIP.
I'm not
Mr.
a
Arnab
VIP.
Goswami, not
No,
every
I'm not a
DM like
VIP. You have to really have some contorted mind to
You
think
are
that
a
you are a
VIP.
VIP.
You
It's
are a
ridiculous.
VIP. Let my car and your car enter the Times Now gate. You will come to know who's VIP.
No, Mr. I really think that
This
you've
is
got a
the mindset
mindset
of
problem
Ajay
out there.
Alok
One second,
has
you're
a
reflecting a mindset
identity.
problem, Ajay. This is the problem in our
It's a
country that
mindset and
anybody
it's a
who thinks.
position, it's a chair which makes you a
No,
VIP.
it is not. These are people who think
Yes.
that being public personalities gives you the right to brush other people aside. Being public personalities gives you a
No.
greater responsibility to
No,
behave
it's
yourself.
not that. We don't take it. We don't take it, and let this onslaught
tell you
should
one
not
thing.
be on the political class itself. Let the onslaught be
I'll
on the
tell you, I'll
VIP
give you some
class.
examples.
That will help.
I'll give you some examples.
One quick point.
No, first of all, before you give a quick point, what do you think about Renuka Chaudhary's comment when she was asked why the plane got delayed? She said, why did the plane wait?
I already talked about it yesterday. I already told you about that yesterday. I just want to tell you, Arnab, that I'm actually, I want to be optimistic. But given what what Atulji says, I think there is cause for pessimism. And what, for example, Chirag Paswan said.
Sir, the
I
worst
think there's
example
cause
is
for
set by
pessimism.
Rahul Gandhi.
He says that
The
his
worst
father worked
example
for
is set, the
45 years.
greatest, the serial
45
offender is
years.
Rahul Gandhi. The serial offender is
Why-
Rahul Gandhi.
I'm 45.
Do you condemn Rahul Gandhi?
How do you say that?
I'm telling you what do you mean? How do you say that? I'm telling you the serial offender, the greatest
Yes.
serial offender for the VVIP
In what
Raj,
way?
the person who believes in VVIP racism is a person called Mr. Rahul Gandhi
And Robert Vadra.
and
how do you make
Mr.
that happen?
Robert Vadra. But first, let me tell you about Rahul Gandhi.
Provide some evidence.
Evidence? You want evidence? Okay, fine. No, he wants evidence. He wants evidence. First of all, I'll tell you about... No, what we are seeing on the screen is Robert Vadra's bad behavior.
Yeah.
That's bad behavior. That because he thinks he's a VVIP, he can try and beat everyone and then get up with it. I mean, there's a life beyond, trying to behave badly. The question is, he wants examples. I'll tell you about why I think Rahul Gandhi is a prime example, a serial offender for the VVIP culture. One example. In February 2014... Rahul Gandhi's convoy held up traffic for, hold your breath, 5 hours in Mandya, where he decided to do a roadshow. Highways were cordoned off, highways were stopped. Tertiary roads to highways stopped for half a kilometer.
Is he the only person in this country who does roadshows?
1 second, do you know that ambulances were lined up? Ambulances, people who were sick in ambulances could not move because Rahul Gandhi was moving there?
I'm sorry it happened.
You're sorry it happened. So,
I'm sorry it happened, but please tell me.
Why did it happen? Okay, second example. Second example, I'll tell you a person called Praful Patel. Praful Patel.
Is Rahul Gandhi sorry for it?
Give examples.
Is Rahul Gandhi sorry for it?
What happened?
That's such big...
Will Rahul Gandhi stop behaving like that?
Why don't you talk about that?
Will Rahul Gandhi stop behaving like that?
I challenge you to find me an example for Mr. Modi when he was not the Prime Minister, when he was doing all these big road shows. Give me evidence of that. I'm sure you've collected it.
Really? So your behavior, my bad behavior, our bad behavior neutralizes each other. Silliest example I could have got tonight. Sandeep Chandra is calling. You want examples of bad behavior? I'll tell you, sir.
Because we are
I'll tell you, sir. I don't hesitate to name and shame. In April 2010, a person called Praful Patel, his daughter, was provided a different plane from Air India to accommodate 7 members of her family as the previous flight, where these members could not be accommodated in the business class were full. You want bad behavior? Air India provided Praful Patel's daughter with an Airbus A320 because an Airbus 319 could not accommodate all members of a family in the business class. Details were revealed through the Right to Information Act. You were in power then. Tell me why you allowed it.
If this was done, I think it is terrible.
If this was done, if this was done, if this was done,
I will not defend. Because
if this was done,
of the case, if this is true, it is wrong.
I'm telling you, this is a kind of unholy.
I'm not here to defend any bad behavior.
Sir, so I'm giving proof, right? I'm giving proof. And as they say, as they say, most unfortunately for India's political class, the more things change, the more things stay the same. And I'm taking our next caller. Sandeep Chandra is calling from Bilaspur in Chhattisgarh. Sandeep,
good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I am Sandeep. I work in the coal industry. I am an engineer, mechanical engineer. Actually, I have been fed up with all this VIP culture, which has been continuing since long back. Actually, I have 2 questions, sir. I have 2. First, to BJP spokesperson, Mr. Rao, and second for all other political parties and all the spokespersons who are available on your show. The first question is that. Yes, sir. Mr. Rao, sir. Mr. Rao.
Yeah, Mr. Rao is hearing you. Sandeep, go ahead.
Yeah. Just I am asking you. Actually, sir, what happened? All those promises which BJP has done. BJP has done to us before the election to end the VIP culture. But still 9 months has passed. It seems that BJP did not do a single thing to end the VIP culture. Instead of minimizing the VIP culture, they are even promoting the VIP culture. Even they are, and
wrong.
Second question to all other political parties is this: why these political men need special treatment at airport, station platform, in railway? Even roads are jammed. Why roads are jammed? Because of them. Because even they know because of these dams and stuff. Lot of patients lose their life. Lot of students miss their examination. Lot of persons misses their very important engagement. And even all the policemen, 80% of the cops across India are deployed behind these political parties. And other common persons are left in the lurch. And you know, and I think the second question to this: if are you afraid to common people who only because of us you are chosen, you are elected, and you are sitting there, you are enjoying there. You should work for us. You should work for the country betterment. But you are not doing for any work for us. You are doing only for yourself. Thank you, sir.
Answer him, Mr. Rao. Answer him.
Can I? Yes. Yeah. I think for your information, no entry passes. You see, airport entry passes were given until now, until Congress regime existed, to all private people. This has been completely stopped. No airport passes are being given even to the former civil aviation ministers. No, I'm talking, this is also a sort of a privilege.
Airport
Civil aviation minister. No,
you have given
the minister himself.
What for?
No, listen. Yeah, please allow me to speak. The minister himself.
From the real issue.
Civil
Let's
aviation.
not go into each other
Please,
details,
madam,
Congress and BJP. Let's not get into that
when
stuff.
I was speaking. You know who I am. Show the same courtesy to me. When I am speaking, please don't speak. Okay. And even the civil aviation minister reports 1.5 hours before, 2 hours before every flight. Check it. And he doesn't use any privileges at the airport. That is the kind of behavior that is being shown by all the ministers in this government.
So when are you destroying this list?
Pass through security.
When are you destroying? No, one second. Was there a meeting of the House Committee? Was there a meeting of the House Committee in Parliament on the 16th of February? Okay, let's talk straight. You know what, Mr. Rao? Don't try and fool me. On the 16th of February, don't try and fool the viewers. Don't try and fool the viewers. Don't try and fool the viewers on the 16th of February. On the 16th of February, on the 16th of February, there was a meeting of the House Committee in Parliament where several MPs demanded CISF special additional treatment at airports. This was recorded, and I can also prove to you, I'll get you the minutes of the meeting. I'll also prove to you, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs, CISF, and everybody was called to the meeting.
I'll tell you, I think a meeting did happen, and the government, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has not received these minutes. They've already decided not to allow this courtesy.
Now you will behave yourself. No, you will not now. Now you will not dare to do this. No, now you will not dare to do this.
You take all the credit.
Mr. Rao,
you take all the credit.
I'm not into taking credit, sir. I'm trying to stop you. I'm trying to stop you. You know what, Mr. Rao? Mr. Rao, I don't care about credit, but I will stop you. I will stop you from introducing the VVIP culture by stealth. I will stop you from promising one thing and doing another. And I will stop you from insulting the people of this country by doing the same thing and more what the Congress party did. And if you disagree with their getting Lalu and Rabri on the list, how on earth and how dare you, Mr. Rao? How dare you bring the Badals and Paswan on the list?
That is being reviewed.
Yes.
That is
or Chandrababu Naidu driving in a different car. Mr. Salve is on the phone line. Mr. Salve is watching the debate. He wants to come back and he wants to say something to Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok, this is Mr. Salve. He messaged tonight. He wants to say something to you.
Something to Ajay Alok.
One second. Before that, Harish Salve wants to say something to Ajay Alok. Yeah. Ajay Alok, please. Mr. Salve.
No, Arnab, I've been watching this carefully, and the gentleman made two important points. One is about courtesies. I don't understand how a courtesy to a public servant should become discourtesy to his masters, the public. The second is, he says, the difference between the Maharajas of the feudal times and the political leaders of the present time is they are elected to office. I just wanted to remind him, the Maharajas ruled us. People who are elected are public servants. So servants getting priorities over the master is a bit of an anomaly, which possibly he would address.
Mr. Ajay Alok, I hope you heard that. But he also said one more thing, Mr. Salve. He said, and I just lost Ajay Alok, I think, at that point, because, you know, that point I think is well understood. But Ajay Alok also said people who are not VIPs by birth, they became VIPs. I don't know whether you have a genetic mutation that you suddenly decide to become a VIP. This culture has to end. I think there'll be 50% of politicians who might say today we don't want to be in politics anymore. The biggest perk is being treated like a different species.
I don't know whether it is a genetic mutation or a constitutional transformation that you get elected as a public servant, but you transmutate into Maharaja.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Salve, thanks for coming back into the debate. I'm taking our next call.
Political class.
What is it? What is it, Mr. Ajay Alok? What is it?
It's not only about the political class. Please don't target only political class. If you want
saying VVIPs per se.
They're in every sector of the society.
We are saying judges, we are saying spiritual leaders, we are saying criminals. And we are saying kings of leaders. Because, you know, it's not
even criminals. They also get the same thing.
Exactly.
They are like a Robin Hood in their areas. What do you do about them, Mr. Arnab?
But that is with political patronage. They are provided
there in the
three
social
gunmen.
system. What
They
you're
are-
talking is a very broad issue.
No, they are provided 3 gunmen. That is the point that Mr.
You cannot restrict your whole ire against the political class that this is
Yes,
political
no,
class.
no,
it's
have
not
a-
the
and
political class.
No, I fail to agree.
Look at
to
the
that.
bureaucracy.
I am against this VIP culture. But the VIP culture is because by the virtue of the position they keep in the society.
Of course
Not
not.
because
The
of
whole
them.
culture is, don't
And people
you know
want to
who I
treat them
am?
in that manner.
Don't
What
you
Mr.
know
Shahid
who I
Siddiqui was
am?
referring to.
The kind of arrogance you are showing today, Ajay Alok, I genuinely may want to make one recommendation to you.
No, few of the
one
politicians...
minute, Mr. Alok, I
few
want
of the
to make a
politicians not
recommendation
arrogant.
to you.
Few of the politicians, I
Mr.
do agree.
Alok,
What they have said is not right.
Mr. Alok, I'm making a recommendation to you. This wonderful display of arrogance that you're putting tonight, as a humble citizen of India, my recommendation to you is, you do 3 things. One, you quit politics, then you go into mindset rehab, where you go into rehab of your mindset and then come back thinking that I will give up this VVIP feeling. Ask yourself after that whether you still want to be in politics. If you want to be in politics, come back reformed. Or genuinely, Mr. Alok, we have no time and space for politicians like you who talk about
No,
some
it will
kind
be
of a
wiser for
genetic
me if I
mutation
enter
by which
journalism.
people become VIPs. I'm making this
It will be
recommendation
wiser for
to
me
you.
if I
Mr.
enter journalism.
Then
I'll have
Mr.
right
Alok,
to
be
say
in politics
anything.
to serve, not to become a VIP. And don't make light of what we do.
No, then I have
will
right
tell
to
you,
say
don't make
anything
light
and
of
to
what
press
we do.
my point that
Because
I'm
I
always
don't
correct.
know what kind of journalism you are used to. You better get used to the kind of
50%
journalism
No, it's
that
also
people
my
talk to
freedom
you
of
like.
right to expression.
They are
I am
there
telling
to
you,
be
you have a right
VIP.
to
You have the
expression.
right,
I am
I
telling you,
have the right to
I have my
expression.
right to free passage. I have my
run away
right.
from
I have my
politics.
right to free access. I have my right to go to a hospital and a school on time. I have a right to stand in the same queue as the elected representative. Right? I have a right to ensure that our family
Of course,
members
you
reach
have.
hospitals on time. I have a right
So
at the
let's
toll
change,
plaza
let's
not
get
to
the
have a gun
consensus
put
and
to my
change the whole
head.
system.
What system?
That
What
is the system that we are fighting
created
against.
the system.
That is the
This is the
system,
system.
which we are saying needs to
This
be
is the
banished.
system. That's why I'm telling you, it's a crusade.
It's an excuse. It's not a system, sir. You make the system, then you say system mein problem hai. Vishal Paul is calling from Gurgaon. Hear the voice of the people tonight, and this is just the beginning. Vishal Paul from Gurgaon extending the debate by 5 minutes. Yes, Vishal, hi.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, Arnab. Thank
Good
you
evening.
so much for picking up this topic, which is extremely important. And I want to say, and I support your campaign. That's
Thank
the
you.
first thing. The second thing is that, we are looking at smaller issues where we're saying that, we give VVIP culture treatment at the airports. This is pervasive in our country, and I think the first step is we as citizens should take this up. Against such culture. I don't want to make a speech here, but I really want to understand how is it that these MPs, these bureaucrats with such good salaries get exemptions on toll roads?
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. I don't understand it either, Vishal. I absolutely don't understand it. I just don't understand. The first step in the VVIP culture which should start as a challenge is, why on earth should MLAs and MPs not pay toll tax? Pay your dues. Most of these things are built by some kind of private joint venture cooperation, right? I pay my taxes, right? And all of us who pay taxes also pay toll tax. Politicians pay taxes at least for part of their legitimate income. Now the question is, after that, why should they not pay taxes? Why is it so selective? I don't understand this. This is insane. It is insane. It's almost as if why should MPs and MLAs and politicians, and for that matter, I'm saying judges, also not pay toll booth taxes? It makes no sense. Why should they not pay toll booth taxes? Where else in the world does this happen, Ashwini?
Nowhere in the world, because obviously if you're using the facility, you pay for the facility. If you don't want to use the facility, you have a right to not use the facility. You can do that. And actually the whole culture stems from the long list of benefits that these privileged classes are
and they've given themselves the culture of you see, the problem is, GVL Narasimha Rao, that what you are saying today is, I have just entered the system. You realize, Mr. Rao, that you can't fool everybody all the time. Over the years, politicians have given themselves this perk, that perk, this perk, that perk, this perk, that perk. So unwittingly, you say by becoming a politician, a lot of perks come to you by default. Now, you know what, Mr. Rao, we are saying? We want to snatch away all these perks. You know what we mean? We want to snatch away all these perks. We want you to live like us. We will want that you pay toll taxes, you take away all those reservations and quotas that you get. We do not want any privileges ourselves, but we will deny you every single privilege that you get. You can't, be treated like a separate race. So, honestly, I suggest, Mr. Rao, that your government should introduce a end VVIP Raj bill in Parliament. And under that, let there be 200 clauses of all kinds of perks, illegitimate perks, which MPs, judges, MLAs have given themselves. Let there be a vote on that. And, Mr. Rao, you said, I dare you not to speak against me. I really think a lot of people will bless you if you have the courage to do that. But I'm not sure seeing your response tonight, Mr. Rao.
But
I'm not sure.
Will you extend me the courtesy to speak?
Yes.
I think I told you right at the beginning. I told you there is a triumvirate, and the studio that you are sitting in, the land on which it is built, the land that is given to all the media establishments all over the country.
Shame on you, Mr.
Belongs to the people. It's given at a cheap price.
No, one second.
Don't you think?
This is first of all rubbish. First of all, Mr. Rao, I'll stop you right there. I will not let you get away with rubbish.
Don't apply.
No, do I let you get away with rubbish? One second, Mr. Rao.
Please don't. Why is it ridiculous? Because Shahid Siddiqui runs a paper? Because Shahid Siddiqui runs a newspaper? Why should you be? You are a commercial organization. You are in the business of running news and selling news.
Mr. Rao, one second.
Why should you be given these extensions?
Calm down.
Give me an argument.
Calm down.
Media is on the service of the nation.
Please give me an
Not
argument.
taking any privileges, and take away any privileges we have. Please take away.
No, please. I'm saying the charity begins at home.
Don't give us ideas. Don't give us concessions.
You see, this is what Mr. Rao is trying now. Mr. Rao, what you are trying now.
Please apply the same yardstick.
I'll tell you, Mr. Rao. Exactly. So I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Rao.
All the news organizations have the primest land in the country.
Not true.
All the news organizations have
the
most prime land that is given at very obscenely low rates.
Mr. Rao, I want to say this to you,
Should that not land go to people of the country? Should we not build houses for the poor there?
Basically, what Mr. Rao is trying to do, let me explain what you are trying to do.
No, I'm only extending the argument.
Yes, Mr.
I
Rao.
told you about the triumvirate.
Can you stop? Are you finished?
Triumvirate. It's a cycle.
One second.
It's a vicious cycle.
Relax, Mr. Rao. What I'm saying tonight to you is just listen, please, and stop getting so angry. Because when you're on the defensive, you'll get more angry. Then when you're more angry, you'll say wrong things, then you'll get more on the defensive. So don't do that. My simple point to you tonight is what you are saying. I'm listening. Mr. Rao, have the patience to listen. You are in power, I know. But don't be on a short fuse with me, okay? What I'm saying to you tonight is what you are saying is if you begin to question our privileges, we will tell you to shut up. That's what you're saying. Now, what I'm saying to you... Mr. Rao, first of all, the studio where I am... Mr. Rao, the studio where I am is a commercial establishment.
I am not saying that.
Relax, Mr. Rao.
Please, I'm not saying that. Extend the argument. Extend the argument to bureaucracy, to media, to everyone.
Mr. Rao, one second.
I endorse your campaign.
Calm down. This is... One second. No, one second. Let me make one thing clear to Mr. Rao tonight. Mr. Rao has tried two things. He's tried a direct threat, he's trying an indirect threat. Now, one point is very simple.
No, there is no
One minute, Mr. Rao, I heard you. Now listen to me. The studio where I'm operating from is a commercial establishment for which rent is paid. Okay? So don't talk rubbish, please.
Okay.
So don't talk rubbish. I'm telling you this, I won't let you get away with it. Now answer my question. You've tried all tactics tonight. And Mr. Rao, I don't take privileges. I stand in line. You try those tricks with journalists who do. I don't. My journalists don't. We are proud of the journalism we represent. And Mr. Rao, one of the reasons we can question you. One of the reasons we can question you. One of the reasons we can question you. One of the reasons we can question you is because we are morally upright in what we do. We are asking you, Mr. Rao, something which is a genuine point of worry for the people in this country. I am telling you, Mr. Rao, don't make it about, politicians, you ask us too many questions, we'll take you on, you are the media. I am asking you, you ask yourself, go ask anyone today, any of your friends who know that are you sick and tired of the VVIP Raj or not? And they will all tell you, Mr. Rao, what they feel.
I am with you. I told you from the beginning.
So, Mr. Rao,
I am
Mr.
totally
Rao,
with you.
So, Mr. Rao, so Mr. Rao,
end VVIP Raj.
Mr. Rao,
I am with
Mr.
you,
Rao,
but I am saying apply.
Yeah, so
I
Mr.
told you
Rao,
the genesis of this problem.
So, Mr. Rao, I am not a journalist on the Radia tapes, so don't use that language with me.
I'm not this is not a personal debate
No, I'm
between
telling you
and
something.
me.
I'm just setting it. You made it personal, so I'm being very direct with you.
No. I don't enjoy any privileges as a person, so I am not really fronting for myself.
Good, but then no
I have no privileges whatsoever.
No politician should.
I have no privileges
What
whatsoever.
is wrong if the people of this country are now saying no more VVIP Raj? I think it's a legitimate question. People should ask these questions. Expectations of people have risen from politicians, accountability, etc. It's good for the country. And our last caller tonight is from Chennai, and it's Shiva Perumal. Across this entire country tonight, people are asking questions. And I can tell you, like a torrent, the questions will come, and not just from Times Now. The questions will come from every right-thinking, conscious citizen of this country. Shiva Perumal, please. Good evening, Shiva Perumal.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Now we have been talking about the car drops near the flight. But in Chennai, nobody is allowed nearby the airport. Just entry. If I want to come out of airport, I need to walk to the parking. But only VIPs allowed till the entrance of the airport. It was allowed maybe a year back. After 1 year, it was nobody allowed to walk. Whether you are sick, whether you are aged, whether you have a lot of luggage, nobody was allowed to use the car in that road. It's allowed only for VIPs, only for politicians. Importantly, that too maybe BJP who is sitting here. Their national leader present as a state leader, she was not a state leader at that time. I was there in the airport. I was standing in the airport, just waiting for my car, just to come inside the airport, not even the road, in the parking area. I was waiting. She just came out. Some 4 or 5 cars came. Suddenly, she just left. She was not even a state president of the party, but now she became president of the party. This is the situation which happened at Chennai. That's the first point. Second point about the VIP culture, I was here. I'm not sure whether it is correct. I was told because one minister's daughter was studying somewhere nearby the city, there was no straight train. A train was operated, introduced exclusively for that. I don't want to name that thing.
Shocking.
Yeah, these are the issues.
Shocking. You heard that, Mr. Rao?
See, this
is the
national movement. I think please listen to the voice of the people, and I think please take the right decisions, and then you will be happier, the people will be happier, and I think we can all appreciate what is being done.
Well, I think the writing is on the wall. The reasons that are being given for this culture, the reasons for this culture.
As a spokesperson of the ruling party, Mr. Rao should understand that this is the debate, this is the concern of people of India versus the people who are enjoying special privileges in the name of becoming VIP and VVIP. He should not put this debate in the context of person or you or party, your channel or your newspaper. This is rubbish. He should know that people of India want to reject this culture. They just want to look up to the party which promised
Ranjana Kumari, what this debate tells me, what this debate tells me are two things. Ms. Kumari, Ranjana Kumari, what this debate tells me are two things. I have learned two things from this debate. First, I have realized today that the mindset among politicians for a VVIP culture is very, very deep. Very, very deep. And second thing today, Mr. Rao, I want to tell you that after talking to you tonight, my resolve to take this movement forward has only grown.
Please
has only grown.
I support you.
And I ensure you, name and shame and expose and reveal will be something we do as we fight this campaign to end the VVIP Raj. One human race in our country, not two races. Thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.